Hello friends, welcome to the MOOCs course on Buddhist philosophy. I am Dr. Anil Tiwari from Sri Mata Vaishno Devi University in Jammu and Kashmir. This module is titled Sarvāstivāda, Vaibhāṣika and Sautrāntika, Chief Tenets. The module is authored by my colleague, Assistant Professor Dr. Satish Kumar Tiwari. In this module, we are going to learn the basic philosophical ideas of the Hinayana Buddhist sects called Vaibhāṣika and Sautrāntika. As a prelude, it is necessary to mention that Mahatma Buddha did not categorically respond to certain metaphysical questions. For instance, is the world eternal or non-eternal? Is the soul eternal or non-eternal? Are the soul and the body same or different? And does Buddha exist after death or not? These questions are called Abhyakrita Prashna, undeclared questions. The Buddha might have thought that engaging with these questions is not necessary for the removal of misery from our life. But this strategy of silence could no longer be sustained after the departure of the Buddha. His followers realized that responding to these questions is essential for providing a philosophical and logical basis for the propagation of Buddhist philosophy, protecting Buddhist philosophy from the crusade of opponents, convincing others, and satisfying the curiosity of knowledge as an internal assurance. The followers tried to explain the Buddha's silence in their own ways. As a result, many sects emerged in Buddhism. Furthermore, there were internal disagreements on certain principles and monastic rules, which led to schisms. The later scholarship delved on more deeply the intricate metaphysical questions which existed in the seed form in the Buddha Vachana. Another motivating factor for this schism could have been the Buddha's urge that one should not accept his ideas only because of devotion to him, but should first test it by heating it like gold in a fire, by confirming it by one's own experiences. In the second Buddhist council at Vaishali, differences surfaced and the Buddha Sangha split into two sects, namely Sarvāstivāda and Mahāsaṅghikas, which later became famous as Hinayana and Mahayana. The history of Buddhism tells us that the subsequent disputes resulted in as many as 12 sects of Sarvāstivāda and 6 of Mahāsaṅghika. That is, there were around 18 sects of Buddhism, but all of them were not philosophically significant. 4 of these sects could withstand the logical scrutiny. Vaibhāṣika and Sautrāntika belong to the Hinayana school, and Yogacara and Madhyamika belong to the Mahayana school. Our concern in this module is both the systems of the Hinayana school, namely Vaibhāṣika and Sautrāntika. The epistemological principles of both these sects are different. Whereas the Vaibhāṣika holds that the external objects are directly perceived through senses, the Sautrāntika holds that the external objects are not directly perceived. Their existence is known by inference. Sarvāstivāda Vaibhāṣika tradition is being discussed now. Sarvāsti means all things exist in all 3 time periods, past, present and future. The Vaibhāṣika school was a subgroup of the larger Sarvāstivāda school. Vaibhāṣika was an ancient Buddhist tradition of Abhidharma, scholastic Buddhist philosophy. Kashmir was the main center of this philosophy in North India. The main source of this tradition is the Sarvāstivāda Abhidharma Shastra. The Abhidharma Shastra texts of the Sarvāstivādins are 7 Sangit Paryaya, Dharma Skandha, Prajna Paramita Shastra, Dhatukaya, Vijnanakaya, Prakaranapada, and the 7th text is Jnana Prasthana, foundation of knowledge, said to be composed by Katyayani Putra. A commentary named Mahavibhāṣa or Vibhāṣa was written on this by Vasumitra, which became so famous that this sect came to be known as Vaibhāṣika by the name of this commentary. The most unique concept of Vaibhāṣika's metaphysics is the denial of soul, whereas the Theravadins, the elders, only say that an eternal and changing soul is not found by reliable epistemic sources. The Vaibhāṣika explicitly denied the existence of soul. Vaibhāṣika accepts the process of rebirth without a soul. It also accepts the dharma theory, which says that all existent things are reduced to the basic realities called dharmas. The Vaibhāṣika divided the whole reality, mental or material, into dharmas, which are the building blocks of every phenomenon. They are momentary psychophysical processes. Dharmas refer to discrete and impermanent instances of consciousness along with their intentional objects. Dharmas rapidly arise and pass away in sequential streams. They are analogous to atoms, but they include both psychological and physical realities. Every dharma has got a unique nature which remains the same. The Vaibhāṣika school calls this unique nature own nature, Svabhava, persisting through all the three times, present, past and future. The Vaibhāṣika describes dharmas as having unique characteristics, Swalakshana, and common characteristics, Samanya Lakshana. Samanya Lakshana applies to numerous dharmas. For example, impermanence applies to material as well as mental realities. These Samanya Lakshanas are, however, mental constructs. The Vaibhāṣika classifies and divides dharmas into two, Samskrita Dharma and Asamskrita Dharma, conditioned reality and unconditioned reality. Samskrit dharmas, that is conditioned reality, arise depending on their causal conditions. Hence, they are called Pratitya Samutpanna and considered impermanent and temporary. There are four primary Samskrit dharmas, namely Rupa, matter, Chitta, mind, Chaitsika, mental factors, and Chit Viprayukta Samskaras. Rupa, matter, includes material things and the objects of senses. There are 5 sense organs, their objects and signless avigyapti. The signless originates only in the meditative mind. Thus, altogether 11 dharmas come under the category of Rupa. The dharmas constituting awareness are called Chitta. The function of Chitta is the revelation of an object. It is distinct in a person and changes continuously. It is uniquely related to Chaitsikas. Chaitsikas means mental events or associated mentality. Chitta never arises by itself. It is always individuated as certain mental events, Chaitsikas. Chaitsikas are the real and distinct dharmas that make unique contributions to the mental process. Due to this, a moment of thought always has a specific nature and content. Chaitsikas always arise in mutual dependence on their Chitta. They arise and fall away together with the Chitta, experience the same object as the Chitta, and arise at the same physical base as the Chitta. Therefore, the Chaitsikas are the accompanying dhammas arising together with the Chitta. Thus, the following conditions need to be fulfilled for the Chaitsikas to conjoin with their Chitta. Both must be supported by the same basis, ashraya, that is sense organ. They must have the same object, alambana, and the mode of activity emerge in the same time with reference to the same substance. This doctrine was repudiated by the Sautrāntika, who held that both these dharmas arise only successively, one after the other. The total number of Chaitsikas is called 52. Chit Viprayukta Samskaras. This category is unique to Vaibhāṣika and it is not shared with Sautrāntika school. It groups together various experimental events that are not associated with thought but are not physical. These are real entities which are neither mental nor material in nature. Yet they can operate on both domains and can be seen as laws of nature. The total number of Chitta Viprayukta Samskaras is 14. This way, we have seen the conditioned reality in the Hinayana tradition. Let us now move to the unconditioned realities, asamskrit dharmas. The asamskrit dharmas are those which exist without being dependently co-arising, pratit samutpanna. They are neither temporal nor spatial. The Vaibhāṣika school accepts three types of unconditioned dharmas: space, akasha, the cessation through deliberation, pratisankhya nirodha, and the cessation independent of deliberation, apratisankhya nirodha. The Vaibhāṣikas adopt a classification of dharmas which counts 75 in number. 72 of these are Samskrit dharmas and 3 are asamskrit dharmas.